Fly tipping is horrid, a real blight on the countryside. And if it happens on your land, it can also be very expensive. Imagine waking up one morning to find someone had dumped a heap of rubbish in your garden. You might try calling the council to get them to take it away, but you'd be disappointed. Councils are only responsible for fly tips on public land. Rubbish on your land is your responsibility, and you have to clear it yourself or pay someone to do it. It's costly, inconvenient, and very annoying. And it's happened more than once to Ryan Jackson, a car park manager in Chingford.
It's occurring perhaps, you know, once a fortnight or thereabouts, a number of times within a month. So these people just dumping their waste and getting away with it scot-free, really, and it's not acceptable.
Because Ryan's been here before, he knows what to do. He's called in a professional waste removal company.
From first look, it looks like they've just fly tipped a few pallets, mattresses, some loose hardcore. Does not look like we're going to have fun clearing this.
It might not be fun, but at least they're being paid £150, and not by the people who should be paying for it. If the rubbish isn't cleared immediately, it will get worse, because litter attracts litter, and illegal dumpers are drawn to sites where there is rubbish already.
Basically, there was rubble there initially, but
Yep.
what seems to have happened is they've come this morning, it's attracting more people to actually fly tip, so they've come in, dropped these pallets, mattresses off, and wheelbarrows and whatever else. So it's just, as you can see, it's becoming a bit of a nightmare. If we don't get it cleared now, then heaven knows what's going to be there by the end of the month.
On public land, environment officers would investigate the rubbish to trace who dumped it. But whoever left this load is going to get away with it.
It can really have come from anywhere, which is why it's so hard to find the guys that done it. The guys that carry this sort of stuff out, they know exactly what they're doing. They know they're not going to get caught. They don't just do it anywhere, they choose their spots. Anywhere there's no cameras, it's not lit well, no gated areas obviously. So any quiet areas, that's where they're going to do it.
It looks as if the rubble and mattresses were left by an unregulated man in a van who was paid to dispose of it.
If people knew how often people fly tipped and how much of a problem it really was, they'd never give it to an unregulated person. They'd always be looking for someone who's registered with the environmental agency, who's going to be disposing of the waste in a professional manner and going to be recycling it essentially, as opposed to just tipping it in the nearest space where no one is and we have to come and clear it up.
First, Ryan Jackson was the victim of illegal fly tipping. Now he's had to pay £150 to have it cleaned up. And all because the selfish person who dumped the waste wanted to save money.
The waste we've just cleared, I mean, we'd charge probably around £150 to clear it. If it's just a general man in his van knocking on your door, you're probably looking at around paying £50, £60.
If you need to get rid of rubbish, make sure the man clearing it has a trade waste agreement and is registered with the Environment Agency. If not, your waste could end up illegally on someone else's property.